Me too, man.
Waiting on this guy.
This guy.
Why we don't take him nice places?
All right, I'm back.
Hey, we was talking shit about you.
Yeah.
I bet.
Nothing stands out as impressive, so we won't repeat it.
Sure. Stuff I've already heard, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
Most likely.
You look like your father. Smell like your mother. Some
How
stuff
dare
like
you.
that. All right, Lord Keeper, you want to start us off right?
Yes.
There's all that tic-tacking for your own benefit.
Indeed. Last time we finished up with the trolls, thank God. That last troll showed us some appropriate gratitude. I think I still suspected he wanted to fillet Iktar. Iktar also took
Did you say
Applebridge
fillet?
as his
Is that a
clan
word?
name. Yeah. Look it up
I didn't know that was a verb.
incognito.
Yeah.
And then we headed on towards Barhoon, which is a 5-day walk. On the way, we were planning to stop to see the sage in case they can cure Hinta's Gabaria. Hinta led us into a swamp, and then after something of a journey, we finally reached the Tower of the Seer. The hologram butler answered us at the door, told us that the Mountain of Barhoon, there's a cult that we're going to have to take care of, and some damn dragon cult that we beat the piss out of earlier and cleaned out all those caves. Other stuff, if we kill the dragon, the Seer will give us a bonus. They also want some cultish writings that they have in order to cure the Gabaria. Other things, Iktar wears wooden armor and can grow apples because he's a real weirdo, man. Other stuff,
You're just
Hinta
jealous.
continues. I don't know, man. Hinta is displaying more and more disturbing symptoms of the Gabaria, including scales, blunter ears, no change yet in their desire to scheme. But I'd say that was already quite high. So,
Skeeve.
we met some treants on our way to the mountain. They talked to us in riddles, but eventually told us we should follow the streams toward the mountain and rely on Hezrog for whatever reason. And then Icky ate an acorn and some water because he's, again, kind of a weird guy. Other stuff.
Here,
We
eat my
did
child.
our homework. Christmas is canceled. And then we finally got to the mountain after interacting with the Nice Ents, and it felt like we were being watched the whole time. Gemma tied some slip knots, and we debated how we were going to deal with it once we got to the mountain. Hinta was playing to face with the rest of us pretending to be sacrifices, and we made contact with a rude dragonborn who I guess is a representative of the cult, and that's where we called it last time. So this time we're gonna have to deal with the cult, get their writings, maybe kill the dragon if we want to get a bonus, and then go back and cure the Gabaria.
Hell
Man,
yeah.
I did not remember a lot of that actually.
I know. Yes, we got to infiltrate this mountain and get the writings in particular. There's a bonus if we kill the dragon, though.
Yes.
Okay. I'm still good with the plan of the rest of us being sacrifices. Hinta's gonna face. So we gotta decide. I think it was either between me or Larry who was gonna run Hinta
Nose goes.
for Eric. Right. I can do it.
Joke's on you,
Like
I'm already
run
picking
Hinta.
my nose.
You just seem naturally more scheming.
How dare you? What is that supposed to mean?
No, I think Larry should face. Larry's a good face.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
go ahead, Larry.
All right, fine. Give me Hinta.
Hell yeah, that was easy.
I'm to get Hinta
Turquoise
killed.
thief of Barhoon. Let's clear out grabby hands.
So the rest of us are tied up in fake bondage by Gemma, and then we're gonna walk up. But Hinta's captured all of us, and he is a representative of the dragon cult because he's got the amulet and all that kind of stuff, right? And
I
he has a
believe
letter.
so.
He's a representative
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Goblin clan.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's pretending to be. Is he pretending to be that Dragonborn we killed?
I don't think in particular. I think he's just bringing word from that Dragonborn. I don't think he's pretending to be him yet. I think he's gonna turn into a Dragonborn soon. Didn't we hear within like the next day or something?
Something
He's
like that.
Hey,
He'll
I think
turn
he might
into a
just turn into a
Dragonborn?
goblin.
Or Goblin. Okay. Hell yeah. So I think the plan was he was just gonna have that letter and just say like, here are some of the sacrifices. Like we're bringing more later. Like here's an update. Was what the letter basically had said, anyways. I
Sounds
think.
right.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Isn't Hinta a not a bard,
Ranger.
ranger?
Yeah, like a
Yeah, I think he's a
gloomstalker or
ranger.
something.
Yeah.
How's
Yeah.
that your face? Don't we have?
I think just because he was. I
a-
think just because he was the one who was turning into the.
Yeah, we were
Goblin
hoping
or
that would
the,
give us
yeah.
some clout. But
Okay.
do we have somebody who's facier, right?
I mean, I think both
I mean,
Iktar and Hezrock.
I was
are-
gonna say I'm a paladin,
decent.
so I've got high charisma, but I'm not
I'm a warlock. I've
proficient
got
at
high charisma.
persuasion or anything.
I am not proficient. I'll be a better face next level, but right now, so,
Yeah. Yeah.
because next
I have
level
high
I'll get
charisma,
my
but I'm not
Eldritch
proficient in
Invocation.
anything talky at all. So
I'm only proficient in intimidation right now.
okay.
Hinta it is.
Okay.
Cool.
So, you've made contact with this outlying dragonborn on the outskirts of Barhoon, which is a. As you were approaching it, it looked fairly normal, but now that you're up on it, it's kind of desolate, I suppose is the right word for it. Some of the edges are a little over sharp. It looks like part of the mountain has fallen away, so it's got a kind of crescent shape to the top from some directions. After making first contact, the Dragonborn told you to make camp, and he would return and let the other guards know that sacrifices were on their way, and they would come for you in the morning.
Okay, update to the plan. What if we have Hezrog or Iktar be like a hired mercenary that goes along with Hinta as like guarding the rest of the sacrifices? I was just thinking the ratio looks pretty fucked up. Like one person captured all of us and has like forced us all the way here. Seems weird, you know?
I'd buy it.
Then that
Sure.
gives us a chance at a second face and like a second free pair of hands, you know?
Sure. Do you want it to
Okay.
be Hezrog? Because that way I can carry. I think I was like the only other person who really relies on a weapon, so that way I could like carry my weapon openly.
I like it.
So, all right. So undo my slip knot. Try to ruffle up my beard a little bit, make me look more like a mercenary.
Rub some ash on your face and hands.
Exactly.
Iktar will make a good prisoner because he's got apples on his armor. He's got weapons on hand.
Or snacks, depending on how you approach
Or
it.
snacks. Whatever you would like.
You should take a level or two to artificer so you can turn those into grenades.
Oh. I love that.
That is
The
well.
apple grenadier.
Dude.
The apple bottom bitch.
Are your boots fur there, Ryan? Okay, you've got a
All
couple
right.
of hours to scheme or skis, depending on how you want to approach it. You're at the foot of the mountain. There's a middling-sized river coming in from. You approached from the west, so it's coming in from like the northeast, hitting the edge of the mountain and coming around, or coming into the mountain and then pouring back out. So yeah, you've got some time to further your plot or adjust your plan depending on how you want to, or we can just progress forward and I'll long rest you.
Well, let's go over the plan again. So,
Okay.
So now that Hezrog's role has changed.
Sure.
So the plan, we're presenting ourselves. We've captured sacrifices, and we are not emissary. We're like liaisons from that emissary in the Goblin camp near the village where we started.
Yeah,
Dressed.
I think he's a general or whatever the hell, and he was supposed to be sending an update. So we have that letter, and we have a medallion proving that we were with them.
And Hinta's transformation is almost complete.
Yes.
And so I'm just whatever hired muscle by the cult.
That sounds good. If Hinta wants to be the actual
recent convert or whatever.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
Sounds good. Okay, so what are we doing?
The rest of us are tied up in fake bondage from Gemma.
We should figure out what are we going to do once we're inside.
I was thinking that too, especially those who are tied up. Would we want to give them like any other means of escape in case they put them in prison or something? Is anybody good with like thieves' tools?
I'm not.
I'm a bit dexterous. I could try. I'm not proficient in it.
How about a crowbar?
I mean,
Sure.
if
I think Iktar
Bell's up to Eastering it, I don't know. Think we can hide that? Or do you think they're going to take that
We
away
just carry our backpacks.
Yeah, do you think they'll let us take our backpacks into prison?
Iktar, you know what? Iktar, you got a bunch of vines and shit. We can hide the crowbar amongst your armor, right?
I don't know.
You're like, I grow apples and crowbars.
Yeah. One of those trees. I almost want to see if Gemma and Hinta can come back for us later and slip us out of prison. I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't know if I have a good way of escaping myself, if I'm being honest.
Other than brute force.
Yeah. If you guys can maybe stealth a key or something like that. Isn't Hinta stealthy? Can't he pickpocket a key or something and come get us?
Hinta definitely is.
Okay.
I think he's a ranger.
Is
Hinta a man or a woman? I don't know if or did we say like canonically non-binary? I forget.
I think canonically.
I don't know if we know.
Binary. I believe that.
None of us have bothered to look yet.
No, nobody has.
Actively trying to avoid looking.
The only other maybe asset that Gemma can think of off top is that I have my calligrapher's set and I'm proficient in that, so I could use it to like forge any additional letter writing we would need to do.
Ooh, I like that idea. Okay. That sounds good.
I can't think what else we really need.
Me neither. Other than we're maybe are being offered as sacrifices, so I don't know. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be right.
I think. Well, I guess we're just gonna play it by ear, kind of. Once
we'll figure a way out. Yeah.
What's the worst that
start
can happen?
Swinging if we need to.
what's the worst that could happen?
Okay.
Jesus, an Austin Powers has plan.
Yeah, I'm a little worried we're about to be.
Wait,
yeah.
What was our overall goal though of trying to accomplish here?
We have to get those writings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need
that's
to
right.
cure
for
the
stage,
goblin sickness from Hinta. Yeah.
But we're already gonna like be too late, I think.
Who
I think
gives a
they
shit?
can reverse it.
Who gives
I think
a
we
shit?
heard.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any like limit. I think it can be reversed at any time, but I think he's gonna be turned into a Dragonborn tomorrow. But I think we can reverse it whenever, you know.
Nah, I'm sure he's fine. Also, I
Yeah.
still want that. I still want some kind of a
So
lockpick.
we'll say so.
Just
The
in
main
case.
objective is to get the writings. Side objective is to maybe kill that other dragon that's in there for an extra reward.
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll see maybe about just like freeing any other hostages or destabilizing the cult further.
Yeah, I think in
Yeah.
general we don't like this cult. Yeah. So, but
In
if it
general.
needs to be an infiltration mission of just like get in, get the writings, get out, then we can do that.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha.
I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense. I don't want to like split too much, but maybe if Hinta and Ruise Hezrog can like distract the rest of the cult while the sneakier members of the party go take care of the objective.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'd say Hinta is the sneakier member of the party.
Unfortunately.
But maybe Hezrog and Hinta would have more free roam to just like, you know,
Yeah. Once you
roam
get their
about
trust.
once we're inside. All right, I guess we just gotta wing it. Try our best. And if Hinta dies, then Hinta dies.
Yeah, Hinta
He
could
dies,
die.
he dies.
Yeah, Hinta could die. Hinta
Hell
could
yeah.
die.
Sounds great.
All right. Then what are we like long resting before?
I don't know. What time is it?
It's you'd have just enough time to get a long rest in.
Okay.
Sure. Maybe this will complete Hinta's transformation.
One can hope.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you all bed down, taking a little bit of time to at least tangentially look like your guards and captives. Are you gonna set watches or just hope that the
We probably
being this
should.
close is safe?
I think we should set watch.
I agree.
Yeah.
Is Hinta a half elf or a full blooded?
Full elf.
Oh, so he doesn't even need to sleep.
Just needs to chill for a few hours and he's good.
Yes.
What's the deal with goblins?
Is Gabaria? That's a good question.
Have
Yeah,
we
we can
noticed
set watch.
any
Hezrog will take the first shift, first watch.
Gemma will take the last one.
Nice.
I'll take second.
Okay.
Nice, that's the shitty one.
Del, you gonna take third?
That's a yes.
All right, Del's been
He said
voluntold
yes.
for third shift.
I heard yes.
Have we noticed any behavioral symptoms to Hinta's Gabaria? Like, are they starting to act goblinish?
Not exactly. There definitely be some odd quirks to the behavior, but ultimately, the biggest changes are external. At least for the time being. Yeah, let's do that. I need to go back and play with this thing because I really fucked it up before. Now I can't get it to work right. You sound quieter. All right. So, the long and short of it is, you take a long rest, and as the dawn breaks, you're awoken by a crunching of feet in the kind of dry underbrush, and as 4 dragonborn of various colors come traipsing in. They're all wearing heavier looking armor, but it's not made of any sort of metal that you can easily identify. It looks like kind of like interlocking plates, little interlocking plates, and it's more of like almost like a chainmail overshirt that goes down to just above their knees, belted tight, but you can tell how it's moving. And given your knowledge of such things, specifically Hezrog, I suppose, it seems rather durable and light. One of them, the member that you saw yesterday. Oh, and they all have somewhere on their person a badge or a tattoo or painting. One of them has it painted on the side of his face. That same dragon head imagery on them of the cult. They're coming towards you. The final watch. So yes, if Gemma was last. Hezrog's played out in his loincloth, drooling a little bit. That's how you set a house on fire. Actually, as they come into the clearing you've taken as your camp, one of the dragonborn will look at you, sleep smoking, and say, "That's how you set a forest on fire." You get backhanded. Shut up, meat. It was very thoughtful. I will say, as Hezrog's taking the 10 minutes to get dressed, they look rather impatient, but the one that you dealt with before is eyeballing him and looks at. Well, before we get to that, go ahead and note in Hinta's character sheet that they can speak Goblin now. There's odd little cuts all in their mouth as they wake up and they spit out a goblet of blood, and it's not the usual red that they're used to. It's tinged a little black. kind of putrid looking. But go ahead. Sounds more like Gale is paying us a visit. Looking at them, their teeth are distinctly pointed. Their pupils are slits now, and there's a definite yellowing to the normal white there. They're about 15, 20 feet away as Hint is scrabbling up, and everyone's doing their best to look as prisoner-like as possible. As Hezrog's hopping around on one leg, trying to get his pants back on. Dell. Dell, give me a Dex acrobatics. We're gonna try and give you a chance to avoid the soul crushing dick kick that's headed for you. Crit fail. All right, you're able to pass it off mostly and take it more on your thigh, but it's close enough. You got one of those brushes with death, enough to take your breath away, and make your eyes water a little bit. One of those. Yeah, but no ill consequences beyond a deep dislike of Hinta. Hezrog, you're able to get your breeches back on, and as you do, you make eye contact as you're zipping up your pants with the emissary that came by yesterday, and he's kind of squinting at you. Aren't you a prisoner? Weren't you tied up yesterday? Oh. All right, give me an intimidation check. Does he want to get into the sex life of some smooth skins? 17. You haven't fully dispelled his doubts, but he seems to have gotten caught in this like mid thought of what would this pink skinned creature look like trussed up in that way, and then kind of retches a little bit. So you bought yourself some time. I think we need to go. Get up, all of you. And he hisses something at his companions. Let's see. What languages we got here? I would hope you speak common. That fucking guy. Okay, then you don't catch what he says, but they immediately go over to the three others, and start taking your items away. Give me a slight of butt cheeks. as they're taking your armor, you've got one clamped in there pretty good, but they jostle you really hard, and there's this resounding ping as the lockpick falls out and hits a rock, and everyone's looking as it bounces and flips a couple of times, very clearly having fallen out of Dell's butthole. Okay. As everyone's judging Dell, all you hear from Iktar is you try for a little bit and you're not confident that it's gonna make it. Probably, yeah. Yeah. They're, I mean, your sacrifices. They don't care. Yeah, they're taking your shit. Hezrog and Hinta are getting to keep their stuff for the time being. Okay. Let's do a we'll do an insight check. We kind of read the room and play off of that because it's not really a deception or a persuasion. Y'all are rolling like Dookie. You try and play the rough and tough mercenary, but it comes off more like you're forcing it a little bit, and you get a lot of snorts and yeah, oh, Greenskin, we'll get you paid. Tell, stop sniffing your fingers. They take up point, 2 at the back and 2 at the front, and take you to towards the mountain. After about a half an hour, 45 minutes, following it's mostly probably a deer trail. They take a sharp right turn and push past some brush and break into a even less used trail leading closer to the mountain, or more directly up the mountain. Another hour or so later, you find yourself at the base of a very steep cliff with intermittent handholds in a kind of gut bubbling way that's meandering. It wasn't carved with much skill, almost directly up. And the 2 at the front immediately start climbing. Carefully. I think Hinta and Hezrog were the wrong ones to choose for this because they're going to get too much into it. Okay. Hands? Yes, hands are in front. You can adjust them the rope a little bit so you're still hobbled, but not, incapable of climbing. But once you're done climbing, you'll need to get tied up again, whether you like it or not. They haven't told you what the safe word is either. Okay. I like this idea. Sure. Okay, so I like the pivot and using of the things that you spent precious gold on. So I just we'll let this skill check slide. Though it'll take some time to hoist. Well, particularly Iktar with his robust personality. Um, um, but you eventually get them up the cliff. And as being the last one to come up before the Hezrog and the two guards with him, um, Gemma, your dress is flapping in the wind. This is a fairly exposed part of the cliff face, but oddly, it's tucked in such a way that you can look out and see quite a ways, but you're fairly confident that looking up, even if you knew where to look, it'd be pretty hard to spot this place. But given your arcane proclivities, there's a kind of haptic buzz in the back of your head that makes you think that there's some magic at work here as well. As the back wall here, there's no further stairs up. It's just a very smooth portion of wall that the front guards are lounging about. Uh, 2 at the moment. Dragonborn. They're the ones that climbed up with you. So the guard you talked, or the cultist you talked to yesterday, and then a guard, and then there's 2 more down below with Hezrog coming up. So it's the 2 of them, Hinta, you, Iktar, and Dell up here. And that's for everybody present. As Hezrog and Co are climbing the mountain. It seems like they're waiting for the back guard or the rear guard. They're it's with you. They're carrying it with them. It's here. Kind of split between the 4 guards. The one that spoke to you yesterday seems to be in charge and keeps an eye on you as you go through and you tighten up the bindings and with approval gives a curt nod before stretching, and he's doing the Japanese squat or the Chinese squat. Uh, well, he is now. Uh, Gets up and goes to the wall and begins muttering to himself and making these large, like running his clawed hands over it, and these big sweeping gestures. And you can feel the slight shift in arcane pressure as there's a shimmer and a rough cut stone door materializes a little bit to his right. Give me an Arcana check. You caught most of it. There's a few words that you'd have to guess on, but we probably can do it. Well, yeah, you got this. I hope I don't have to do this. You think that most of his flailing about was not part of it. It was whatever he was saying to the door or to the wall, and you're pretty sure you got most of it. It was to reveal the door. He steps over and with a grunt shoves a claw into it, into a small recess that you wouldn't have really noticed, and with a twist there's a grinding within the wall, and then he shoves the door and it slowly swings open. It would kind of grate on your nerves there, Hezrog, at how poorly this door was hung, despite the door magic. But beyond is a dark passageway leading deeper into the mountain. That as the door opens, there's a sucking sensation as kind of this fetid air washes over you. It seems like this door is not opened very often. Actually, Dragonborns have dark vision? I don't think they do. As we're gonna go with this. Check this. As dragons do, yeah. As they step into the tunnel, one of them, a red dragonborn, pulls four of your torches out and breathes on them, lighting them. So there's 4 torches between you. Yeah, the 3 of you. Okay. So each of you lose a torch. Yeah, that's what I meant. Advancing forward. Smart. It's true. I don't think so. I think Hinta and Hezrog. Advancing forward. Hinta's up front with the representative and one of the guards, and then there's two guards in the back. Each of those have a torch, and Hezrog in the middle with the captives, sacrifices. The cultist will look at Hinta and say, bringing only 3 sacrifices seems like a waste of a trip. Why not send more? When will this big group come? You are a rather ugly goblin. He leads you forward, throwing the offhanded comment at Hinta about the odd pink fleshy patches and the splotchiness of his scales, and getting a snicker out of his fellow dragonborn each time. After taking a few seemingly random turns, you can hear the temperature in this corridor and the branches off that you've passed grows enough that you realize that it's going up. But it's less of a heat, more of a caustic abrasion across your skin. It gets to the point where they reach a set of stone stairs leading downwards. A rather well-carved set that our resident dwarf would fairly quickly recognize as dwarven craft. And the work beyond this point definitely looks a little bit more intentional, a little bit more skillfully done. As a kind of, I was just going to say that there's a putrid light kind of seeping up towards you. Not sure. Sure, go ahead. That's pretty good. You can see the signs of newer work, some expansions here and there, or fixes, but it seems the base work was done quite some time ago. You'd say at least a couple hundred years, but it was likely abandoned and was repaired by some semi-skilled hands, probably. Looks like dwarf repair work. We've kept a few, shoring up places, expanding territories. Plus, dwarf is tough. It just smiles at you, showing sharp teeth. You'd swear that you can almost hear the purr of your patroness. You don't quite make out exactly what she said, but it's something along the lines of patience. Think, plan, then devour them. That's another thing I need to finish up is Angelica and her pact terms, yeah. They'll be generous. I'm afraid of using ChatGPT after how it turned things out today. I'm gonna give it a break. And always use please and thank you. Anyway, Gemma's gonna do what? Oh, well, show your cheese, asshole. As you reach the end of this staircase, it branches again, but you can see that you've reached almost like a maybe not the main floor, but the topmost level, somewhere in the middle of the mountain, of from which you can hear the chime of metal on stone, the growl of the occasional words in Draconic, the occasional swish and crack of a whip. The cultist that led you here will pause, and the others will take the leads from your sacrifices. We'll see to their housing. You two can come with me. You wanted to see the boss. I'll get you a receipt. They turn and take a side passage. This one is lit with a more natural flame that you can see further down as the cultist extinguishes the torch it stole and stows it in its pack. The one between one that it took from Dell and some of the items it took from the others. And beckons you forward. Okay. Give me a survival check. It's fairly straightforward, though they're blown away a little bit as you step forward after the third or fourth turn and look out over this massive chasm in the middle of the mountain. And you can see that there are tiers leading down on the inside towards this kind of fire with no flame, letting off more darkness than light. Down at the very bottom, haphazard scaffolding and rope bridges span parts of the chasm, and a veritable army of slaves are working, chipping away at the inside of this mountain. Well, you guys are going a different route. This is for Hinta and Hezrog. Your guide leads you to a rickety rope bridge and begins to descend downwards. So unless there's something you would like to do, we're going to kick back to the others, who are going to be in-processed. Likely, big bosses either like to be really high up or really far down, so... Hinta and Hezrog both give me a perception check. Perception checks from Hinta and Hezrog. Was better, technically. It's a feast or famine today. You can't really make out what's above you in the gloom, despite your dark vision. But you get the sense that there's something up higher in the mountain being worked on, given the occasional light moving around. not big motion. The lights are small and flicker around. So probably not dragon light, but definitely things are moving around up there. For your 3 and 5. All right. The two of you begin making a perilous trip downwards, deeper into the bowels of this mountain, while your compatriots are led along a different route. You eventually find yourselves in a room lit by a dirty flame, putting off a lot of smoke and not well tended. But there's a dragonborn here wearing like a harness and wielding a spiked club in one hand and putting it to liberal use on the handful of servants or slaves running around. More meat for the grinder, I see. Good. These were almost worn out. He steps to you. He seems a bit confused. Those what? Oh, Hinta is talking. Yeah. They'll be counted, branded, and then put to work. Yeah, they do tend to complain a lot. Their lot is not quite as bad as they like to make it out as. Their remaining years in service to a greater purpose. Not much more you can ask than that. We have our orators that pass through. We spend time in prayer, meditation. What more do you need? No libraries. The scriptures are collected and managed by the orators. Or the speaker has the true copies. He considers you for a moment, then looks around. There's a small flame bobbing around a little bit off and down below you. Looks about, I mean, it's no bigger than a torch, but the color's a bit off. He'll point a clawed finger at them. There's one now, speaking with the meat. And looks at you, head kind of cocked to one side. Why? Most have no real interest in the truth. Mercenaries like yourself come and go as soon as they can, taking what piddling scraps they can that we deem to give them, deigned to give them. Give me a deception check at advantage because you hit him right in the religion. My dad can beat up your dad. He lets out a breathy hiss. I've never heard of this ultra god before, but it can't be a real thing. Fine. Listen to the orator. Learn about one of the true beings, the true powers in this universe. Our loving mother. And it'll change course and clamber down a rope ladder that seems to be made of rotting vines and bones to a platform. You can see this pallid-looking draconic being. Its horns carved in what looks like a very painful way. Kind of like if you see people that have shaved their teeth down, that looks awful. His scales look just they're not a healthy white. In one hand he has a torch made of some sort of dirty looking metal, giving off a cold white light. It looks like it's flameless. And he's covered in like dirty rags, like a dirty robe, and stitched onto it are these long rolls of parchment that are dirty and scored, but covered in writing, very like aggressively slanted writing. Not well. If you'd have to get up on him and kind of actually probably put hands on it and lift it up, but as you approach, he's got one of these long streamers in his hand, and seems to be reading from it. And in front of him is this group of probably about 10 or so slaves that are working, swinging rough picks and shovels at the wall, filling buckets and sending them away. You seem to have caught him mid-sermon. And for 100 days and 100 nights she sat upon the highest peak of the highest mountain, whispering tales about her stories, her trips, her adventures into the dark places, the deep places of the world, the adventures and things she'd seen. She whispered them to the winds. And from her breath and the cold and her magic, her daughter was born. He's giving a very fanatical or fervent, edging into the fanatical recitation. But he's pretty good, not gonna lie. You don't really believe him, not really, but he does have a showmanship to him. And he does seem to believe what he's saying. So and he goes you catch him a bit flat-footed. What? As he kind of his story trails off. Thank you. Magoobliat is a filthy goblin god of scrabbling in the muck. I speak of Mother Rona and the creation of the Aurora, a true deity. He's very much not sure how to deal with you. It's his job is to go around and proselytize and not answer questions. Some tattoo them upon their scales, others write them upon the skin of mouthy questioners and wear that. To the goblins, we don't care for them or their souls? Why would we send an order, skilled or unskilled, to bring the good word to them? Hmm. That is something, I suppose. I'm thinking. How many? It's a hard thing to do. He struggles with it. How many slaves? He clacks his teeth together. Perhaps you have a point. Will you be going back to this place? Do not depart until Griscar tells you you may. And he turns, and fluttering ribbons of text vanishes into the darkness. And after a short distance, you can hear him begin speaking again, but as if he's speaking as he's walking away. Time silent is time wasted. Hinta would do that. It would not be the earliest that he sold his soul for. At least this time would be useful. I'm still mad about that stupid pig. All right. He's been waiting a little ways off, but within eyesight of you the whole time. And begins leading you downwards. And we're gonna kick to our meat, fresh meat. You, fresh meat. Well, you're kind of ripe, but you all find yourselves in a surprisingly spacious pit. Not the main one, but here is 3 rings uh, interspersed with large boiling cauldrons, a lot of dirty flames, um, sackcloth garments here and there. And at the very bottom are piles of rough work tools. All of it's overseen by a handful of Dragonborn moving around, as well as at the very bottom, a large one, the one with the club, that's overlooking or keeping an eye on everything else. There's probably about 50 other slaves here as you're dragged in. Yes. Okay, so you've been stripped down to your skivvies, or and um, as you're you fully take in this chamber. Um, all of a sudden, your bindings are removed, and you're pushed into line, uh, into a line, headed for one of the cauldrons. In this particular room, there are lines going to the cauldrons, and then they're going down. They're getting out of the cauldrons, going down. They're getting new clothes, and then picking up tools and stuff. It seems like most of the people that go into the cauldrons are coming back out. Sure. It it looks hot, and it's not probably not mostly water at this point. It's hard to tell. Though you do swear that you saw a dragonborn stick his finger in and then lick it after somebody came out. Yes. She's been just been oddly quiet this whole time. As you advance, you're mixed in with the what seems to be newer slaves, as well as some of the older ones that seem to come in from time to time. Um, they're coated in uh, this dark black rock dust, and it seems like the older ones are weeded through a little bit, and those that seem to be slacking or lacking are pulled aside and taken elsewhere. But most everybody is passed through, dunked in the scalding hot pots, and passed along uh, on this stage of processing. You hear the occasional swish and crack of the oppressors and their whips, but it seems like while there are quite a few of them running around, they're heavily outnumbered, um, and seem to be relying mostly on force and intimidation to keep things orderly. So he's down in the middle of this pit. There are other dragonborns meandering around. It seems like they're using a follow the leader system a little bit. They're not 100% keeping an eye on everybody. They don't have the manpower for it. Okay, give me a yeah, it will. I'll need something to try and avoid your bath time. So how would you like to avoid bath time there, Gemma, of the 7 hit points? That's what I'm getting. All right. So what are you trying to use for this roll? I'll take a persuasion since you probably did wash up. Probably a whore bath in the morning. As you're giving a fairly solid recitation to the nearest dragonborn, You feel like you've made your point, and you pull yourself to get up, and you take a breath to. In conclusion, there's this wash of superheated water over the back of you, as another one comes swaying up. You're soggy on the backside, but they begin laughing at you. You avoided the bath, but not totally. As they don't particularly care if you're clean, but they let you get in the next line. But you've drawn attention to yourself, so they're keeping an eye on you now. The two of you willingly hop in the pot. It's almost unbearably too hot, but they don't expect you to stay in too long. So you get in, splash around a little bit, get back out. Iktar, what's left of your hair and your beard are all dripping wet and kind of running down. You look kind of like a wispy white rat. Dell, that's your normal look, so not a whole lot changed. You continuing into the line, you hear a kind of fervent voice. I thought you made a good point about not needing to bathe. I too bathed this morning. A rather nervous looking gnome is in the line behind you. He was unable to fully talk his way out of a bath either and looks genuinely like a drowned rat. And are about the right size. Very much so. It's beyond the pale, and not what I would have expected from Dragonborn. They're usually very intelligent, and or they used to be. So, you get a meal a day. I believe I've been here about a week and a half, 2 weeks, almost at this point. The name's Brick. Brick Barrel Bottom. Brick. Like the building material, but not quite as red. Your companions aren't very kind. Oh, I was talking about you. You as well. I take it brick like you're building with the bricks. Barrel bottom. Oh, well, I I mean, I've noticed a few things. They have these wandering orders that stomp around and preach at you, and it's the oddest thing. After a while, you find yourself, working harder or faster, or I don't know. I've seen it. It's quite odd, kind of like a not quite a spell, but something like it. I think. Um, there there are quite a few of us, and I've seen several large groups of the guards go out and more come back in. Um, I think there are fewer of them than they let us think there are. Well, one thing that I haven't seen that they speak of a lot is whatever's living down in the bottom of the pit. It seems to be whatever's holding them together here. Um, it's never come out, or I've at least never seen it. Um, some of the older ones that have been here for a while have spoken about shadows moving unnaturally or creeping out at night and eating you out of your bed. Dell likes getting his ass eaten. That's canon. um, but I don't know what's down there, if there's anything down there. Um, sometimes they send small groups down. They call them hunting parties, and those people are never seen again. I think it's a joke. I think they're what's being hunted. There's a lot of nuance to the dragon language, and it's just something that I picked up on. And most of it's chipping away at the walls on the inside. There's some that go up above. Um, uh, some of the smaller folk go up above, and it's almost like we're trying to carve out the top of the mountain as well. Didn't seem like the most intuitive way to carve out a mountain, but I'm in no place to give feedback, I suppose. depends. um, I guess it depends on what you're doing. Sometimes they'll just throw you into the middle of the pit and let you fall. Sometimes they'll just kill you and take you away. I think they're feeding it to us, or they're eating it. I'm not sure. Others are added to the hunting parties. Not that I'm aware of, no. There's the rope bridges and such on the inside, and I've heard some people say that there's a staircase somewhere, but I've never seen it. The newer newer workers or potential troublemakers are usually sent lower in the pit to work. The more complacent or compliant people are kept towards the top. There are regular patrols of guards. I don't know. The temperament it kind of depends. All the new people come through here, though. There's a couple of foremen. There's usually one assigned to different areas. I think there's 6 or so. They're slaves. What sort of meeting? Oh, Joe, we're not allowed to gather, not like that, except maybe at the beginning of watches or beginning of shifts. There's Modi. I think he's a half dwarf. I'm not sure. He changes it every time he's asked. But he's probably somewhere in the middle layers in the pit. or at least a chunk of people. Most others are fairly solidly beat down. I doubt they'd be willing to help you do anything untoward. Mm, some, I think. No, they would have taken your armor. They would have scraped your filthy gauntlets off. You wanted to be fresh meat. You get to be fresh meat. It depends. Some of it's dealt out to the guards, but exceptional things are taken down and left at one of the altars down below. Okay. I think that's about what I got for tonight. I think it's this Middle Pit Modi. Next week, if you feel squirrely about it, sure. So we got 2 headed down to meet the boss. We got 3 planning a coup. Seems about on par for you people. For doing nothing but selling out our friends. Well, it was good to get a little bit of game in tonight. Yes. Yeah, yeah.